folks, and welcome to Freestyle Vapes. Hope you like the new intro, or just something I knocked up quickly, that's all. Today I have the Vandy Vape Swell Kit, Swamp Green. This was sent on to me by a third party, not directly from Vandy Vape, but it was sent on to a vendor, eSig1, for testing, who sent this on to me for review and testing. And I've got the kit here. This is the Swamp Green with the resin panels, PC nylon outer, which is the same stuff as the pulses were made of, and it's IP67 waterproof PCBA board in here. The mod itself is not waterproof. It has a swell tank on top in the kit. This has got the bubble glass on, so obviously if we have a kit over here, the bubble glass will either come separate or it'll just come with a straight glass because of the 2mm TPD, because this is 3mm and 4.5mm capacity in here. It's a basic tank. It's got like a matte finish to it, resin drip tip. I've used the triple core coil. I have currently been testing it for 1300 puffs so far over the course of this last week. It's not been constantly in my hand because I've got other stuff here, but it's been very, very good. I did a little water test, which I'll show you at the end of the video, or towards in the final segment, where I dumped it in a jug of water. And that's the main selling feature for this, the waterproofing for me. It does come with an app. I haven't got the app because I had it from third party. The bigger reviewers who got the Swell Kit from Vandy Vape themselves, they got the app on an APK via an email, because it's not on Google Play Store yet, and it's not on the iOS Store yet. Now, I believe and I've heard that they're having problems with the iOS Store getting it certified, and Google Play, they're not having so many problems, so it's going to be, I'm reckoning, on the Google Play Store before it is on the Apple Store. But when I search at the moment, it's not on there at all at the moment, but the kit's not out yet for retail. Just the reviewers and vendors have got these for testing, and I'm loving it. The shape of it, it's a finger firer. It's a dual 18650 finger firer or thumb firer. The shape is absolutely fantastic. It's dead light. It's just over 120 grams with batteries. I think with the tank, I think it's about 130 odd grams with the tank, but it's fantastic. It uses the new colour Vandy Vape chip, which is Bluetooth enabled for the app. It's got lots of features in there where you've got to all your temperature control, etc., your wattage. It really is good. Sorry, I've got the window open. It's been quite warm here again. The panels come in a couple of guises. They come in these resin panels, which have got magnets on. The mod itself hasn't got. I'll show you up close in a bit anyway, but the magnets are hidden on the device itself. I've just got some Samsung 30Q ODB wraps in here, and the panels are really nice. They fit in really, really good, and really, really good. No movement in them panels, no rattles on the device. The buttons are very clicky. Just really nice device to hold. Really smooth, all the edges are rounded, and it just is a cracking device. I've got the 0.15 ohm single mesh coil in here. It comes with two, the triple, like I've said. I'll show you up close anyway, and 0.15 ohm coil. Just put that in just here before, and it's absolutely cracking device. I've got a couple of cons with the device, which I'll speak about at the end. But for now we're fogging up. Let's go down and see the Vandy Vape Swell Kit. See you down at the table, guys. Hi folks, here we are down at the table with the Vandy Vape Swell Kit from Tony B. Swamp green, this one is. This is not to final packaging. This is how the reviewer samples and the test samples came in. As you can see, Tony B project on there, Vandy Vape, nothing on that side. On the back, we have Swell Kit, spare parts bag, instruction manual, 2 M coils, a warranty card, and proper user guidance, 1 QC USB cable, and 1 bubble glass. As you can see, sample. So we'll just open this up. Now this is the swamp green. My colour saturation is showing green's quite hard. That this green is. It's got like a fleck in it, but it's like a glittery thing pattern to it. So it shows up like a bluey colour on here. Try to get it to show green properly, but so we take the mod out. You get the tank also, and then underneath here we get USB cable. I won't get that out to show you. We get a pamphlet, and then underneath the pamphlet, we can get this open. We get an MA1 0.15 ohm coil, and I'll open that one up in a minute because I'm going to use this one because I've been using the one that's installed, which is a triple mesh coil. And then we get the bubble glass, which we'll also leave out. So the USB cable in there, and there's nothing else in the box, in this box anyway. So I'll stick that to one side. I'll just show you what you get in the pamphlet. All this will come with the retail packaging. Spare O-rings for the tank, Vandy Vape app, which I've spoke about a little bit up top. I have not got the Vandy Vape app, so I can't show you the app. It's not out on the Google Play Store. Some of the bigger reviewers got the app sent to them, got the APK sent to them via email, because I had this via a third party. I haven't got the app yet, and it's not available on the Google Play Store. But like I say, we spoke about that in the introduction part of the video. Battery safety card, QC pass card. These are pretty much useless because they're pre-printed. Warranty card. Never dealt with anything to do with warranty from any Chinese company because they're not worth the paper they're written on. And then a manual, user manual, pretty much basic instructions on how to use the device, etc. So we'll put these back in the envelope. Back in the box. And we'll move the box to one side for a second. Right, I'll show you the tank first. It's a pretty basic tank, if I'm being honest. It's got a nice drip tip to it, but it's 510. I wish that they would go with 810 all the time and put a 510 adapter in, because I'm not a massive fan of 510 drip tips. The bore's quite small as well. It's a twist off cap, as you can see on the it has on the top here. It's no threading, it's just a quarter of a turn and it's on and off. Then you've got your seal underneath. I wish they'd make that out of black rubber rather than white silicon. Just doesn't discolour then and doesn't look ugly. Dual airflow, Cyclops style both sides. Pretty basic sub tank, if I'm being honest. It's called the Swell tank and it's got this matte finish to it. I don't know if what any other colours are coming out or if they're coming out separately or not. Usual gold plated 510 pin, do not use on hybrid even though it sticks out because they're floating, these pins are. Don't use on hybrid mechs. And then all we do, not much to hold on here. So what I would do is leave this top cap on, even though it's unscrewed, just to give you a bit more leverage to get the base off. That can come back off again. Comes with the straight glass installed. Like I say, I've used this coil. I've had some quite sweet juice in, and it's lasted quite well. There's still some life left into it, but I'm going to install the 0.15 so I can give you my opinions on that when we go back up to the top. And it's a mesh style coil, 0.15 ohms, and it's 50 to 100 watts, and it says Vandy Vape Triple M. It's got a minimum mark on as well, but I wish they would put on the coil what the actual material is that they're using, because I can't see that on here at all, but I believe it to be Canthal A1. Now in the base we have a gold plated connector. Them 3 pins on the gold plated connector there, you can see make contact with the base here, which is also gold plated on all the coils. So let's break open the 0.15 ohm coil that also comes with it. Now this is a single mesh. Let's just do the focus a little bit. You can see in there. Let's just get the focus. There you go. It's that chain link, house, that type stuff again. Looks a decent coil, the M80. They say it says M80 there. That's got a minimum mark on it. Vandy Vape 0.15 ohms, 50 to 90 watts this. So it's got minimum mark on both sides of the coil, CE markings, etc. Quite a well made coil. I'm a fan of the single mesh coils rather than these double and triple. I don't know why, I just am. And then we've got the straight piece. This is 3.5mm with the straight piece and 4.5mm with the bubble glass, which I'm installing now. So it's just a case of pushing it onto the top cap. It has a 1 kidney shaped fill hole with it, and then a smaller hole at the back end to release the air from the tank. And then what we do is we'll screw the coil in. Like so. And we'll just use some, I'm going to use, what shall I use? Let's use some Pink Boy from Dripax. And I'm just going to wet this coil up a little bit first. I'm going to let it sit whilst we do the review anyway of the mod. And then we get the top cap and the glass. Screw them together. Like I say, put this back on. And then screw it together, and then you'll be able to take it off. This doesn't need much, just like a quarter of a turn and it's off. Fill it up. I've got the window open, guys, so if you hear any external noise, it's because the window is open. But it's quite warm again. Put the top cap on, drip tip, and we'll just let that sit for a while. So we'll put the spare glass away as well before it breaks. So let's get into the, put that up there actually, and that there. This is the mod, and to be fair, I've been loving the mod, if I'm being honest. It's a bit something in there. It's got very deep engraving. Vandy Vape. This is the one with the resin panels, and this is the swamp green resin panels. If I was obviously this was sent to me as a test piece from eSig1, and if I was buying this, I would go for the G10 panels with a bit of roughness on them. 5-button main screen, up and down buttons, USB. On top we have a Swell logo, which is quite uniquely printed to the top, and it's not obtrusive in white, because I believe they did it in white first and it looked a bit too much. And then we have the 510 pin, which is like a brass / gold plated 510, and then 4 screws around the top. And we've got, again, not overly obtrusive at the bottom, Tony B project, manufactured by Vandy Vape. And then we've got both these sides come off. You've got nails, not like me. So there's one, push the other one off. So these are the panels. They're quite thick and really nice panels, very strong magnets. The magnets on the mod are hidden and they go in really nice. You feel the magnets on the top there, and then the bottom just slides in like that, just has a little tiny click like so. So let's put some batteries in. We've got spring loaded contacts at the top, static ones at the bottom, Vandy chip. This is the new improved Vandy chip, and then we have a date of manufacture here. Whether that'll be on the retail versions, I don't know. So let's put some batteries in. I've got some 30Qs here, which are Fogstar wrapped 30Qs, and as you can see on the device there, it says I would like this to be in white rather than in grey, which looks like they are now. But it's quite big, but I would like them to be in white, if I'm being honest, and maybe something up here, positive, negative, or down here, because there's nothing on there anywhere else. There's some on the other side as well, so you've got plus and minus. So we'll do plus, top in first, and then negative, top, and then it comes on like so, like that. When you remove batteries, exchange batteries, there's no ribbon to take the batteries out. I wish you would have included one when they designed it, because you have to take both doors off, which it's not a massive problem, but you've got to take both doors off to get the batteries out. So you think, oh, I've got to take the batteries out, and you can't get them out like that, so you have to take the other door off and push them out. So that's a little slight con for me. I would have liked a ribbon, even if it's just a little one that sticks out here. If they're too long, I cut them down anyway, 9 times out of 10. So I've turned the brightness down on this. I hope you can see it pretty well. We've got, at the top, we've got 2 battery indicators. Just get my... So we've got the 2 battery indicators here. Sorry, it's going to go off. That's your wattage. That's telling you it's in watts. Let me just get this focus in very good. So I use manual focus for this. It's better. And then you've got your watts here. Then you've got your ohms, your volts, your puff count. As you can see, I've done 1,295, nearly 1,300 puffs on that coil. I've been testing it. And then your time of the puff here. And you've got your up and down button. So 1, 2, 3, 3 clicks brings you into, it's got your watts here with arrows, but you have to be quick else it goes off. And then you can choose TC, TI, NI, SS, and then a voltage mode, and then you've got your bypass mode. Why it says turbo there, I don't know. And then back to watts again. So if you wanted to choose, say, bypass mode, you choose it and with the fire button. 3 clicks again, and then that brings you to selecting what you want again. So we'll go back to watts. Sorry if it's a bit shaky, guys. Then if we want to get to the main menu, we press and hold both the up and down buttons together. Then we're into the main settings here now. So we use fire button to select, and then what we've got here is your main setting, you can switch these on and off, which is very good. TC, voltage, bypass, then firmware, and then that's your automatic resistance. ARR is. If you've got that off, it's going every time you screw every time you screw your tank on, it's going to ask you for new coil or old coil. If you've got it on, it'll automatically it will automatically just set you the ohms. So whichever you choose as a preference that you would like. That really is for use. That ARR is when you've got when you're in temperature control mode and you don't want it to read the coil straight away. You want it to read on your command, if you know what I mean. So let's press these buttons again. So we're on setting. So as you can see, we can, if we wanted to turn the TC off, we press 5 button down. We can turn the voltage off, the bypass off. Let's just get this focusing a little bit better. So like these screens don't show up that well. And then we go to escape. We've also got app there. That's, I can't show you that because that needs to be on when you're connecting to the app. And then we'll go escape, and then we have to go escape on here. And then now when I press 3 times, it's not going to change because I've turned off all the other TC, all the other options, so it doesn't change, and now it's only going to give me watts. So that's a nice feature to have on the new Vandy chip. So let's go back. Next one is hibernation mode. So you've got 10 minutes, 9. You can choose how long it is when it goes into hibernate mode. So let's choose 15. Then we've got the brightness. I've turned this right down at the moment, but it does go very bright. But if I turn the brightness up, you can't see the screen on camera very well. So I've had to turn it right down, but it does go very bright and it's quite clear. This one is where you can reset your puff counter. So I'll click no. This one is where you can choose the colour of your UI. There might be other colours that come through with firmware updates when it's there you go, that's a bit better. So we'll choose that one when it was on. This one is your version, and it's 1.02 version Vandy Vape Swell, and that isn't going to change until you can do the firmware. Now when you do the firmware updates and the app's working, you can do the firmware updates over the air. So, and I've watched it on a couple of reviews and it works really well. RST is your reset factory settings. So we'll click no and then exit. And that's basically it. That's basically it for this side of the mod. It's a very simple chip, but it's got some neat options. One of my favourite options is turning these off and on, so you don't have to scroll through. So you can turn the voltage option off and the bypass option off, etc. But yeah, really nice that you can do that. So escape and press up and it'll escape. You can press up or down there. So that's the Vandy Vape Swell. As you can see close up, it's very, very light. It's really lightweight. So let's screw the because now I've turned that ARR off, the automatic resistance reading. When I screw on this coil, it will ask me. Let's just get focus in a little bit more. That's better. It will ask me for the coil. There you go, look. But if I turn that option on, it won't ask me for the coil. It'll just automatically read it. So I'll click plus for new, and it's showing bang on what the coil should be, 0.15 ohms, which is very, very good. So that's the whole Swell kit up close. So we'll go back up to the top and then we'll chat about it a bit more, and we'll have a vape on this 0.15 coil that I've not vaped yet in this tank. So we'll see you up the top, guys. Thank you for your attention down at the table. Hello folks, welcome back up. I hope you got what you wanted from the up close, and sorry about the app. I can't get the app. I haven't got anyone. Nobody can send me the APK. It's not available, so you can download it from their website. It's a wait around for it. But you can look at other reviewers who have, like, the bigger reviewers who have had the kit direct, and they've got sent the APK. So they, Daniel DJLSB Vapes, Mike Vapes, and then and even Tony B himself, where they showed you the app. So go and log on to and watch their reviews of the of how the app works, etc. But here I am now talking about the Swell Kit as a whole. From if I would buy it and etc. I've got the 0.15 single mesh in there. Like I say, I have been using the triple, but the triple and dual coils in any of my sub tanks that I've used, and I use a few. I use the Vupu drag platinum, and also the Freemax. And on both of them, I prefer the single mesh. Just me. I just do. So that watt coil, even though it was okay, the flavour was fine. That's, like I say, that's had 1,300 puffs out of it, but I've got taken that out just so I can gauge what this 0.15 is like. So 75 watts at the moment, 0.15 on the Swell Kit. Lovely flavour. Lovely flavour straight off the bat. Blow over there. Nice flavour, nice dense clouds, and the flavour is actually very good. If I'm being honest, I don't think there's anything special with the cotton with these. Like I say, a normal mesh coil that you can buy for any other sub tank. There's nothing special going on with the coils, with what they've got out, with what comes with the tank. And what do I think of it? It's very lightweight. I think it's. Let me just check on my phone. I'm sure it's. I think it's. I'm not weighed it myself. What is it now? 106.41 grams without the tank. So a really lightweight mod. Put it next to a drag platinum, and you can see the size comparison. The magnets are opposing each other, so pretty much the same thickness, if I'm being honest. But I love it. I really do. I think it's an innovative mod. Like I've said, it's got IP67 waterproofing, and you can, if the mod becomes a bit dirty, or you're a construction worker, or work outside a lot, you get home and you think, oh, it's all that dust and all that, and on the screen, you'll take the panels off, take the batteries out, and just wash it, rinse it under the tap. But if you do drop it in water, the whole thing, it will stand 30 minutes in the water at 1 meter, because it's IP67 rated, and the whole thing's the whole PCB A board, the USB at the back, is everything that a board needs to run is all waterproofed. And I have checked this out, dunked it in a bowl, like a jug of water, and I'll show you that now on the video. Going in.
You're right. I'm sorry. He's not my brother anymore.
I'm sure I will find out something. It's what he's from going.
He's signaling.
Excellent. Strong stuff.
Debe catch up now. But not even
And as you can see from that video, it's just a fantastic bit of innovation and something that's needed, because a lot of people get leaks and juice on here and he runs into the 510. If you look at Tony B's video, he's got it all stripped down with various tests. He's had it in boiling water, etc., and a really, really good innovation. And the screen is very bright. Mine come with a few little scratches on the screen. There's no screen protector on there. I'm expecting retail units to have a take-off screen protector. If I'm being honest, it's quite, even just rubbing it with a soft microfiber cloth has put a couple of scratches on it, a couple of minor marks on it rather than deep scratches, and it seems like it could scratch up very easily. But if you do get, like I say, if you do get water in, blow out the USB like Tony B says, just blow it out. You're going to dry your mod properly anyway, take your batteries out, etc. Batteries are fine if it's dropped in the water. You just get them out again and then dry them off, shake them off, dry them off, let them dry, put some more in. But the batteries are hermetically sealed, and they are waterproof to a certain degree. Obviously, you don't want to be leaving your batteries in water for more than half an hour anyway. But yeah, if you drop your mod, like in the bath or in the toilet, wherever you're going to drop it, you can pull it back out again and give it a good thorough washing under the tap. That's the beauty of this mod. And obviously Tony B's designed it because where he lives, it's next to the sea and the sand, and it's to be a rugged outdoorsy type device for people to use outdoors, whether you're working on construction or you're a postie or you're constantly outside on the farm or whatever. But it's a lightweight device at that, and it feels mint in the hand. It feels really good. You've got this curvature going on that sits really well in your trigger finger here, and for me it's a thumb firer, or if it sits like that, you've got that curvature there and you can finger fire it. So it's a finger or thumb firer in either hand, and it's really good. Whether, like I say, whether vendors will stock the kit here in the UK, I would say there was going to be quite a number of vendors stocking this, if I'm being honest. It is a really good product, and the tests I've done, like I say, I've showed you that video where I've dunked it in water. I've never ever done that with a mod before. I've never, if I did, it would have knackered it up straight away, because as soon as water gets onto a PCBA board, it shorts across, and that's the whole thing. He hasn't. There has been waterproof mods out before, but they've been waterproofing the outside of the mod, and water can still really get in if them silicone plugs or the seals go on the mod. Whereas this, the mod isn't waterproof. It's the board inside that's waterproof. The whole board inside to stop water ingress onto the board and shorting across the board. And that is the proper innovation of a waterproof mod for me. And the ability, if you've been out and it's all working and you can wash it under the water, that's the main feature of this mod. They've got the app where it's got the Find My Mod, etc., where if you leave it here and you go outside and your phone says that you've left your mod behind, etc., and that kind of thing. Like I say, I can't comment on that because I've not tested it out because I haven't got the app. But when this comes out, this would be a great addition to anybody's vape collection, for taking about, knocking about, whatever you want to be doing, because of the ability to wash it. So, like I say, it's been tested. I've watched Tony B's testing and Vandy Vape's testing, and they've done quite a number of tests over quite a number of months. And I believe it to be all true. And the little test I did hasn't hurt the device in one bit. The USB hasn't gone rusty or anything. But like I say, once you've dropped it in water, you've just got to dry it off. That's all. But it's not going to hurt the mod internally. sorry to keep on about the waterproofing, but the waterproofing for me is the main feature of this mod, because it's waterproof the PCBA, like I say. And it has got Bluetooth, which is how the app works and finds the device, etc. And you can do over-the-air updates, which I've seen work seamlessly on other reviewers' videos, and it's just a perfect device. If there is such thing as a perfect device at this present moment in time, this would be it because of the features inbuilt into this mod. And like I say, resin panels, it comes in a number of colours. I think, let me just check on the, it comes with, you get this, it comes in 2 guises of USA or UK flags. Then it comes, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variations of these at the top here. You've got the 2, and then these here are the G10 version, and these are the resin versions here. So you've got 12 styles here, but I believe the panels to be are going to be sold as a separate entity. Whether that comes off or not, I don't know. A lot of manufacturers state that they'll sell them separately, but they won't, or they never do. So for me, a rating out of 10, I've got to give it an 8 out of 10. Little cons for me: no battery ribbon for take. You have to take both the panels off to get the batteries out, which is it's just a pain. You take one side off, think, oh shit, I've got to take the other one off now. So you got to take the other side off, and then you got to put the batteries on, charge, and then you pick another 2 up, like out of my charger here. So I'll put another pair in. So positive, negative, then you've got to put the one back on and then another one back on. So yeah, a ribbon would have been better. I hope he does a ribbon on the retail version, if I'm being honest. And the other con for me is this screen. Although you can wash it, I don't think this screen's as robust as it should be. Like I say, this is not a final version, but it scratches up pretty easily. So just be careful if you do end up washing it. That just give it a light rub with a soft microfiber cloth. Don't go really rubbing it, because there's some marks on here at the moment. I don't know if you'll be able to see them because it's on there. No, you're not going to see them, but I can see them here. So if you say change the batteries, it comes straight back on like that. One thing I didn't show you is, I'll show you this now because I forgot to show you up close. It was a feature I missed off. Let's just focus in a little bit. So we have the, if you press it 4 times, the 5 button, you've got soft, medium, direct lung, empty out, and then app. And you can do stuff on the app, see, from that choice there. But you have got to ramp ups as well, which I forgot to show you on there. But yeah, it's what was the other setting? Did I show you everything? Let's have a look. I'm sure I've missed something. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Sure, I'd missed something, but I probably haven't. No. So sorry about that, guys. I thought I'd missed something else off the setting, but that's that. I wish could have showed you the app and everything it does, and this beeps to you and all sorts. Yeah, but you can do the beeping on it, but it's a waste of time to show you that now. But it does everything that I want an app, a mod to do. I'm just very disappointed I haven't got the app. Really disappointed. When it's coming out, I do not know, guys. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next review. Thank you, guys.